Hey, got in here, back with Final Fantasy XIV Online, continuing my playthrough. We are still in 3.5, The Far Edge of Fate. 2 more quests to go. Thanks for joining.
Well, as much as I enjoy the bustle of the toll, I think it's time we headed inside. My brother and the others will not be long.
Ah, you are returned from the council. But what of Alphino? Did some other matter require his attention?
Mine apologies, friends. I trust we have not kept you waiting over long.
Greetings, everyone. Oh, Krull, how's Nago doing? She will be all right, won't she?
I don't see why not. She's sleeping at the moment. Tataru is keeping an eye on her, so we'll know soon enough if there's any change in her condition.
Her wounds are healing well. With sufficient rest, I am certain she will make a full recovery.
Thank goodness for that.
Now, mayhap you would share with us the council's decision.
Each of the nations, Ishgard included, has committed to providing military support to Gridornia. The Eorzean Alliance will soon have a significant force in the Black Shroud, ready to respond to any Imperial act of aggression.
You know, I almost wish the Council would stop messing around and give the Griffin what he wants. I wouldn't like to be the Imperial caught between the Resistance and the Alliance.
Ida, you cannot seriously. One does not lightly go to war with the Garlean Empire.
Quite. To open hostilities without due consideration would be to invite disaster. If only there were some way to reach the Griffin, some means to convince him to abandon this reckless course.
It may not be entirely unfeasible. There is a network of tunnels beneath Baelsar's wall, secret passages dug by the Resistance to provide a way out of Olmigo.
Which may equally serve as a way in?
Precisely. If all are in agreement, I would be the one to undertake the necessary negotiations. I am familiar with the route, and the Resistance is familiar with me.
About as familiar as they are with me, you mean? Say what you want, I'm coming too.
I have some experience in the practice of infiltration. If you would have me, my services are at your disposal.
As are mine. It has been far too long since I shared a shadow with a shinobi, and I do not intend to waste the opportunity.
4 is quite sufficient for an infiltration mission. Greater numbers will only serve to increase the risk of detection. Krull and I will direct our energies elsewhere. What of you, Leveillers?
I will return to the East Shroud, and stand watch over the border. Should matters take a turn for the worse, 'twould seem wise to be on hand. Might I prevail upon you to accompany me, Onion? Gridania will be safer for your presence. And, while it may not seem the most thrilling duty, dear sister, might I ask that you remain at the Rising Stones to pass on messages and so on?
To hold the fort, you mean, very well. I suppose the task must fall to someone. Safe travels, all of you.
If you have any unfinished business in the toll, pray attend to it now. I would depart for the Hawthorne Hut without delay. The nearby watchtower offers an unobstructed view of Baelsar's wall, and I should be interested to speak to the Alliance commanders who have installed themselves at its top. Ah, Onion, there you are. Come, Amarysic's spire awaits. The Alliance officers on the platform should be able to apprise us of any developments at the wall. Fancy meeting the two of you here. We were about to set forth. Indeed. I was about to say, 12 watch over you, but I doubt you have need of divine protection, even if you are venturing into enemy territory.
Don't worry, Alphino, we'll have the Griffin by the scruff of the neck before you know it.
To make up your mind, Ida. Nary a moment ago, you seemed ready to shake the Griffin by the hand rather than the neck. So, which is it to be? 'Twould be best to decide before we enter into negotiations.
Trust me, Papalymo, I'll shake whatever needs shaking. The talking part I leave to you.
I think I feel a headache coming on. Let's be on our way, shall we?
Ah, some things never change. Well then, shall we make for the spire? Our Alliance friends will doubtless have news for us.
Welcome, Warrior of Light. I assume you are here to speak with our commanding officers? You will find them on the observation platform. Pray proceed.
Greetings, my friends. 'Tis good to see you both well.
I was hoping you might turn up. I've dragged half the watch here, see, and the sight of you might help remind 'em why we bothered. If memory serves, I have not seen many of you since the day of the grand melee. Having borne the brunt of your blows, may I say what an honor it is to stand at your side.
'Tis heartening indeed to see the realm's most stalwart defenders thus gathered in common cause. Speaking of which, what news from the wall?
All has been quiet. Report. What? 7 hells. Fighting has broken out on top of the wall. A full-scale assault.
So the Griffin has made his move.
Someone has.
And what's that supposed to mean?
The attackers, they're wearing Grand Company colors.
Impossible. We gave no such order.
Of course. The wall was never the Griffin's target, it was bait. We have been goaded into deploying our armies nearby, thus lending weight to this deception.
If those uniforms were convincing enough to deceive my scouts, the Empire will surely think we've launched an offensive. This could mean war.
Even so, this may yet be no more than a diversion. With the armies of the Alliance occupying the Empire's attention, it would be comparatively easy for the Griffin's supporters to slip into Alamigo. He could then incite a rebellion amongst the populace which the Imperial reserves would be hard-pressed to contain. Eorzea, meanwhile, would be plunged into chaos. Onion, we must make for the wall at once.
What, just the two of you?
Our companions embarked on a mission to sway the Griffin from his course, and are likely halfway to his command post by now. They will emerge in the midst of a raging battle, and I do not mean to abandon them to their fate. It will be dangerous, aye, but the confusion may work to our advantage. If we are careful to avoid the skirmishing, it may yet be possible to reach the Griffin, and if we can do that,
Lady Hilda, might I ask that you have an airship ready to bear the signs of safety?
Ha. I don't know who this Lady Hilda is, Marshal, but you can count on me. We must prepare for Imperial reprisals. May the Navigator guide us through the storm.
Forward, comrades. The time has come to drive the Empire from Alamigo, and force action upon those who have turned their backs to our suffering for so long. Let this victory be the first step in the liberation of our homeland. Alamigo will be free, no matter the cost.
From what Papalymo told me, the trail ahead should lead us into the shadow of the wall. As we have two objectives, I suggest we divide our forces. I shall make straight ways for the tunnels, and attempt to intercept our comrades ere they stumble into a bloodbath. While I do so, I must ask that you scale the wall. Know that I would not propose such a course if there were any other way. But the time for subtlety is past. Take a band of your most trusted companions and cut a path through to the Griffin. Make him see reason, by any means necessary. Once we are free of the tunnels, we will make for your position with all due haste. And if everything proceeds according to plan, Hilda will then swoop in and spirit us all away to safety. I only pray that we have enough time.
Alright, so if you want to come in with a group, you'd end up with all just basic characters, so no one that we know. A couple tricks with the wall. The first pull, you can grab everybody, but there's ranged, so grouping them up is a little hard. I'd kind of rather do it on Paladin and 2-hour, or Ultimate, whatever you want to call it, to give protection, but this one might not be as good. Usually you would die. There's a key. You can pick it up and go into the second room. Tethers, things that tether, they go after the one they're tethered to. So again, grouping stuff up's a little hard. First boss, not that big a deal. Again, tethers, killing them, or they'll kill who they're tethered to. Second pulls are just whatever they are. They're all on a platform, so no big deal. Second boss, I think it's the first time we get the exclamation mark. So jammer, if you move or act, kind of like Blizzard, where it'll damage you. So just hitting Z on the keyboard or putting your weapon away and standing still, the better action. Again, another spot that we lose people. Third pull, killing the ship is third area. Killing the ship is what you want to target on. If you're doing AoEs, the damage something plus a percentage to other things. It's the one with the more hit points. Drops the key to get to the next area, and then the last pull, even though the run's long, if everyone keeps up, you can grab everything. But then that's where things get a little sloppy. So we'll see what happens, and I'll come back when we're in. Yeah, the healer can make it through that if they just focus heal the whole time, but he was trying to pull Holy off and not realizing my protection dropped off.
Motion tracking activated. I'll give you a glorious end, warrior of light. Come. See what awaits you at the far edge of fate.
Yeah! Yeah! How'd you like this? Ugh! Sloppy. I'll tear you limb from limb. Yeah. Sloppy. For Alamigo! have you now. Yeah. How'd you like this? Yeah! Ugh! Sloppy. Ugh. Yeah. 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 Ugh. Sloppy. Yeah. You've beaten me, aye. But you cannot stop what I've begun. Behold, a glimpse of things to come. We did it! We showed the bastards! Aye! Victory is ours!
And who knows, lads? Mayhap the Eorzeans will finally see sense when the enemy turns up on their bloody doorstep.
This is for Alamigo, for Eorzea. They die that others may live. Vanguards! Attack!
Seven hells! Do you hear that?
War machines! How did they get here so quickly? Stand your ground! For the resistance!
There's nowhere to run! We're cut off!
help us? What were we thinking? The Empire's too big. Too powerful. Mighty Rolker. Grant us the strength to crush our...
There you are! As you can see, our infiltrators did not elude me for long. Lady Ugiri is sending for an airship even as we speak.
What do we do? This is a massacre!
How wonderful to see you, Commander.
Ill-bird. I should have known. This has to end. It has to end now! Do you not see your countrymen dying? Have your ideals rendered you blind even to that? Order the retreat, and we will help your soldiers to safety.
Retreat? With the moment of my triumph so close at hand? You truly are a sheltered child, Leveilleur.
Nidhogg's eyes! No abyss is too deep for you, I see. But trust me when I say that such power was not meant for mortal hands.
How long have I struggled to reach this point? My countrymen, so inured to the taste of defeat, they no longer balk at its bitterness, shouting my throat raw with rallying cries, only to be greeted with dull eyes and blank faces. My brothers and sisters in Ulda have surrendered to their apathy and their appetites. Were it not for the glint of Lodorito's coin, I doubt even those here now would have answered my call. Take back our homeland! Free Al Amigo! Ha! They'll happily mouth the words, but they won't spill the blood. You say no mortal should wield these eyes? Then I shall gladly become a demon. I will suckle on the souls of the hopeless and liberate the homeland they no longer deserve.
What exactly do you mean to do?
Did you hear their cries as victory was snatched away from them? Even with their dying breaths, they cursed the Empire. Never has their desire for vengeance been so raw, so true. A god has no need of faith when summoned by so pure a purpose.
Summoned? You cannot mean to fight the Empire with a primal! You know full well the danger, the futility of relying on such power.
Oh yes, I know their limitations, which is why I will call upon a deity more terrible than the very black worm of the calamity itself.
What? Here? Now?
Like hells you will!
An ending to mark a new beginning. My pain, my longing, you shall have it all!
This light, is it...
His death completed the ritual. The primal is taking shape.
Well, can't we stop it? There must be something we can do!
There is one thing.
What? Hey! Where do you think you're going?
Master Louisoix briefly contained Bahamut by means of a potent spell of sealing. I will now attempt to do the same.
But that's impossible! We would need hours to collect the necessary ether, if not days!
Alphino, though I concede it may not always be apparent, I was ever your grandsire's finest pupil.
Timtimati, of course! The staff still holds enormous power, broken or not.
Don't you dare, Papalimo! I know how that spell works! It is time to leave!
Quite right. Quickly now, off you go! The further away, the better!
No! If you're staying, then so am I!
No, Ida! There is a path only you can walk, and it must not end here, not like this! Take her! Please, you have to take her!
What? No! Damn it, Thancred! Put me down! Thancred!
This is one battle you cannot fight. Away with you! Go!
Hilda! I think he means now!
I bid thee farewell again, my dear Ida. Now, let us see how good a student I truly was.
Why? Why didn't they let me stay? Papalymo is my friend. I should have been there with him.
You could see it in his eyes, Ida. He knew what he was doing, what had to be done. Master Louisoix wore that same look, right before the end.
Do you think I don't know that? I know, all right. I know.
There is nothing more you could have done. Ilbert caught us all off guard. Even Onion was powerless to stop him. If you must blame someone, then blame me. Just promise that you will never forget what Papalymo strove to protect, or the lessons he tried to teach you.
Don't speak to me.
Leave Ida with me. Go on. Go back to the Rising Stones. The others need to know what happened here. Once again, I find myself at a loss for words, but Thancred is right. We must return to the Rising Stones and apprise our companions of all of this. Pray make your way there at once. I will send word to Ishtola and the others of our imminent return.
Twould seem you bring ill tidings, brother.
Behind the Griffin's mask, we found the grinning face of an old adversary. Ilbert? I know not how, but he had in his possession the eyes of Needhawk, whose dread power he used to initiate a summoning ritual, even as we looked on.
By the 12.
I don't understand. To attempt such a magic requires every ounce of one's ether. No one, not even grandfather, could cast it and hope to survive.
Indeed. It was ever a last resort, as I am certain Papalymo was aware.
Thus did the pupil follow in the footsteps of his master, even unto the grave.
I have as yet been unable to explain how Ilbert came to possess Needhawk's eyes. In the depths of the Sea of Clouds, a perpetual storm of water and wind-aspected ether rages. No mortal could endure such conditions.
Then mayhap it was the work of an Asian. But now is not the time for idle speculation. Krull, I have need of your assistance.
Yes. Yes, of course.
We must inspect the cocoon of light, and ascertain the state of the primal trapped within. Between our respective talents, I dare say we shall glean some measure of insight.
Understood. I can't promise I'll be able to sense much through the barrier, but I shall certainly do my best.
As shall I. Let us be about it, then.
What, without so much as a by your leave?
Pray forgive Archon Ishtola her brevity. She seeketh employment, lest her grief deprive her of the will to act. A desire to comfort Ida doubtless compoundeth her unseemly haste. I, too, must contend with this grievous loss in mine own way. By thy leave, Lady Alizae, I shall honor our fallen colleague through gainful study. There exist writings which may yet further our understanding of this cocoon of light.
Mayhap I was too quick to judge. Surrendering to sadness and regret would be a poor tribute to Papalymo's sacrifice.
Quite. We must begin preparations to face Ilbert's accursed creation without delay. What time we have was purchased at too dear a price for us to squander it.
Alright, that's 3.5. We got 3.56 coming up next. And that's it for Heavensward. Thanks for joining. See you in the next one.